Hello. 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 My name is
Dee-Lovely. Welcome to Dee-Lusions of Grandeur. I wanted to start off by thanking everybody out there that started to view the videos in the series. I'm really impressed to say that my YouTube demographics actually show that I have people watching in France and Italy and another place over there, and I've always wanted to be big in Europe, so thank you so much if you're watching from overseas. Keep those comments and questions coming in. As I stated in the series overview, I do not allow comments down below, and that's merely because I've seen too many trolls on YouTube, Facebook, any of the social sites, and I frankly don't want to be an easy target. So let's keep things positive. We're going to go on. I've had a request to discuss some lip details, and that's actually one of the harder points for me. As I've said in previous videos, I'm very artistic, and I do think that those who have a natural talent for drawing and painting ultimately end up being very good drag queens or excellent makeup artists in general, because they have an understanding of colors and dimension, and that definitely comes into play when you discuss lips, because I don't have any. When I smile, my natural lip line tends to disappear. So what I actually do is I overdraw my lips. Now, this is not something that I would say works too well every day in daylight, in church, going to, the doctor or anything like that. But it does work relatively well at night. In overdrawing the lip, as I did with so many of the other concepts that I've described, I did go through magazines and I looked at different shapes and sizes of lips, and I studied, as an artist, I studied dimension and how contouring and light can make my lips look fuller. Ideas right now. As you can see, I have my lips on. They're considerably higher than they actually are, but I'll show you some of the ways that I do that. If you've seen the contouring video, you have a general understanding of how contouring works, and it's using lighter tones to make things pop out and using darker tones to make them recede. When working on lips, it's very much the same. In the corners, with lips in general, I would recommend starting with a very neutral, almost like a nude lip liner, to find the shape that suits what you're going for. And then, one thing that I've said before, I'm a firm believer in, there are no rules to makeup. The first way that I actually started with this was by using eyeshadows on my lips. And it works beautifully as long as you put a lip gloss over it. And I'll show you. I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow here. And as you can see, my lips are pretty nude. It's a very neutral tone. I have a little bit of gloss on, but if I want to make them pop even more, I'm going to take a kind of a dark brown color, and I'm going to put them in a V shape on the outer edge of my lip. Now, as I said, it works really well to blend this all together once you're done with either a clear lip gloss or a very neutral tone, or maybe even a colored tone, depending on what shades you're using. And a little lip brush works wonders for this as well. but as you can see, it blends it all quite well. Right now, if you want to add a little bit of extra pop, and this would have to be modified for a biological woman because clown white does not work too well on a female, unless you're very dramatic, which, if that's the case, more power to you, sister. I hope you're learning some good tips from me. But I use a clown white in general, right in the middle, both upper and lower, and it's going to look very, very stark at first. But once you put the lip gloss over it, it's going to blend everything together, and it's going to be a really beautiful pout. As you can see, as I said, this is generally best suited to somebody that's going to be on stage. But you can use similar color techniques to even do this on your lips during the day. As always, I really hope that everybody appreciates the fact I am not a product snob. I do try to utilize different things that can be bought just about anywhere. I come from a very small town. I'm very happy to live in a smaller city, and I don't have instant access to a MAC counter or to a very high-end makeup selection. I also don't do a lot of shopping online, especially not for a lot of things involved with this, because I'm very much an in-person buyer. There have been too many times where I've ordered things online and they didn't look anything like they did when they arrived. So these are products that you can use. You can even buy some of this stuff at the dollar store. And as long as you know how to use them, you can rock it like the most expensive designer makeup. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Hello. 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 My name is...